Have you ever wondered how you'd fare if you found yourself stranded in the wild? Imagine the crunch of snow beneath your boots, the chill wind nipping at your cheeks, and the vast expanse of white stretching as far as the eye can see. Welcome to the wild, a place of beauty but also a realm of unpredictability and danger. Surviving in the wild is not just about strength or speed, it's about resilience and resourcefulness. It's about being able to adapt to your surroundings, whether you're lost in a snowstorm or stranded in the middle of nowhere. It's about understanding that nature can be as harsh as it is beautiful, and that survival is never guaranteed. Let's delve into a tale of survival that will chill you to the bone. Picture this: a man lost in a snowstorm, his visibility dropping to almost zero as the snowflakes whirl around him. He knows the dangers of hypothermia and frostbite, but he also knows that panic is his biggest enemy. So he keeps his cool, literally and figuratively. He remembers the survival tips he's learned: to find shelter, to conserve energy, to keep warm. He uses his backpack as a makeshift shovel, digging a snow cave to protect himself from the biting wind. He huddles inside, wrapping himself in whatever he has to keep warm. He knows he must stay put until the storm passes. When the storm finally abates, he uses his understanding of the wild to navigate his way back to civilization. He follows the direction of the wind, keeps an eye out for landmarks, and makes his way back, one step at a time. His survival is a testament to his resilience, his resourcefulness, and his sheer will to live. Surviving a snowstorm is no small feat, but what about surviving the daunting heights of a mountain? That's a different beast altogether, and a story for another time. For now, let's revel in the power of the human spirit and the call of the wild that echoes in each of us. Imagine standing atop a mountain, alone, with no idea how to get back to civilization. This was the stark reality for one intrepid mountain climber stranded on a towering peak, thousands of feet above the world below. His story is one of resilience and survival, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding will to endure even the harshest of conditions. This daring individual found himself trapped in a world where oxygen is a luxury, where each breath is a hard-fought victory against the thinning air. The very air he breathed turned against him, becoming a silent adversary, testing the limits of his endurance. In this icy realm, temperatures can plummet to bone-chilling lows, turning the mountain into a towering monolith of ice and snow. He battled against the freezing cold, each moment a struggle to keep the life-giving warmth within him from being stolen away by the relentless frost. Physical exhaustion set in, his body pushed to its absolute limits, muscles screaming in protest as he battled against the relentless onslaught of nature's fury. Yet he refused to succumb, his determination fueled by the primal instinct to survive. His survival strategies were as straightforward as they were effective. He understood the importance of conserving energy, moving only when necessary, resting when he could. He knew that maintaining his body heat was crucial, so he insulated himself with whatever materials he could find. He rationed his food and water, understanding the value of each precious morsel and drop. And he didn't forget the power of mental strength, using meditation and visualization to keep his spirits high and his will unbroken. His story is a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the fragility of our existence within it. Yet, it also serves as an inspiring testament to the indomitable human spirit and the lengths we can go to survive when faced with the most daunting of circumstances. From the freezing heights, let's venture into the desolate wilderness of Alaska. Alaska, a land of beauty and isolation, can quickly turn into a nightmare for the unprepared. Today we take a glimpse into the heart-stopping real-life tale of an adventurer who found himself stranded in the Alaskan wilderness. Our adventurer, a man of grit and tenacity, set out to explore Alaska's vast landscapes, only to find himself in the grip of its unforgiving wilderness. The terrain, though breathtaking, is a formidable adversary. It wields extreme weather, capable of whipping up snowstorms that blur vision and chill to the bone. The cold is relentless, gnawing at every inch of exposed skin, threatening to steal away warmth and life. In this severe environment, wild animals roam, ever watchful, ever present. From the majestic moose to the silent stalking lynx, they're a constant reminder of the thin line between being the observer and becoming the prey. Food and water, the most basic of human needs, become a luxury in the Alaskan wilderness. Our adventurer, pushed to the brink, had to rely on his survival instincts. He hunted, fished, and foraged, turning to nature's pantry to sustain him. He melted snow for water, ensuring he stayed hydrated despite the harsh conditions. But survival is not just about physical endurance. It's a mental game. The isolation, the silence, the uncertainty, they can gnaw at your sanity. Yet our adventurer held on. He found solace in the small victories, the successful hunts, the discovery of fresh water sources. He held on to the hope that each new sunrise brought, pushing through the fear and the cold. Survival in the Alaskan wilderness is a testament to human resilience. It's about pushing past limits you never knew you had, about facing nature's wrath head-on and emerging stronger. It's about understanding that the wild is not an adversary but a teacher, offering lessons in endurance, resourcefulness, and respect for the raw power of nature. As we've seen, survival in the wild requires quick thinking and resourcefulness. Our adventurer's tale is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of formidable challenges, we have the power to prevail. So, what are some survival tips that these real-life stories have taught us? Well, let's dive right into it. One of the big takeaways from these tales of endurance is the absolute necessity of staying calm. In the face of a snowstorm or when lost in the Alaskan wilderness, panic can be your worst enemy. It clouds your judgment, accelerates your energy expenditure, and can even lead you to make rash, life-threatening decisions. Staying calm, on the other hand, allows you to think clearly, analyze your situation, and make informed decisions about your next move. Another major lesson is the importance of knowing basic survival skills. This doesn't mean you need to be an expert wilderness guide. Simply understanding how to build a shelter, start a fire, or find water can make the difference between life and death. Building a shelter, for instance, is not just about protection from the elements. It's also about creating a space where you can rest, regain your strength, and plan your next steps. Additionally, these survival stories underscore the necessity of preparation. This goes beyond packing the right gear. It's about anticipating potential challenges and having a plan to tackle them. If you're hiking a mountain, for instance, study the terrain, understand the weather patterns, and know your route. In the Alaskan wilderness, it's important to be aware of the wildlife and to have a plan in case of encounters. Being prepared also means being mentally ready for the unexpected. It's about knowing that things can go wrong and having the mental resilience to face these challenges head-on. And finally, remember, survival isn't just about physical strength or technical skills. It's about adaptability. It's about being able to adjust to changing circumstances, to learn from mistakes, and to keep going despite setbacks. Because in the end, it's not the strongest or the fittest who survive, but those who are able to adapt and evolve. Remember, survival isn't about being the fittest, but being the most adaptable. Survival in the wild, as we've seen, is a testament to the human spirit. It's a story of resilience and determination, a dance with danger where the only rhythm is the beating of your heart. There's a rawness to it, a primal essence that taps into something deep within us. What is this thing? It's the will to live, the unyielding desire to persist against all odds. When faced with the harshest conditions, we humans have an innate ability to dig deep, to draw from a wellspring of strength we never knew we had. Whether it's battling a snowstorm in the icy peaks or braving the frigid solitude of the Alaskan wilderness, it's the will to survive that keeps us going. This will to survive, however, is not just about physical strength. It's also about mental fortitude. It's about keeping your wits about you when everything is falling apart. It's about maintaining hope when despair is knocking at your door. It's about making a shelter out of snow or navigating a mountain path, not because you know how, but because you must. Remember, adaptability and preparedness are your allies in the wild. Being able to adjust to your environment, learning to use nature's resources to your advantage, these are crucial survival skills. But equally important is the ability to prepare, to anticipate the dangers and challenges. and to be ready to face them head-on. In the end, survival in the wild is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, to our unyielding will to live. It's a reminder of what we're capable of when we're pushed to our limits. The wild might be unforgiving, but with the right mindset and skills, survival is possible. Until next time, stay adventurous. Stay